Hi everyone, it's Janelle Anthony with Papercraft by Janelle, and I'm hopping on um, to talk about the hybrid stamping pad and a couple other things. Let's see. Oops, trying here. There we go. Oops, trying here. There we go. Okay, I can hear myself. So this is the real me. This is a Stampin' Pierce mat, and I've actually found that I really like using this size because look at all everything around. It's like I have this much space to work a lot of times. 9.5 by about 6.5. Perfect, I guess. I was putting off this live stream because I wanted to get this all cleared off. Well, it's been a few weeks and it hasn't happened. So just going with the real me and thought we'd have a little chat and try out this pad. I just got it today. I haven't tried it out yet. People were talking about how it is hard to open, and it is pretty tightly sealed. The sides have a little bit of a lip, and I'm able to uh, put my fingernail in there and open it up. But with no fingernails or with like acrylics or something, I think that would be a problem. I was wondering if the flat piece of this that would not bad. It's a little wobbly. Uh, People probably have some other good ideas. I hate to use like scissors just because, in case it goes off and you poke yourself, and that's why I thought the pokey end of this wouldn't be good either. So it is a little bit difficult to open up, and then that time it wasn't so bad. So maybe with use, although they do want to have it pretty airtight, I think, like the Memento. All right. I've been working on some things with the new online paper, and so that's these little pretties over here. Oh, I also working on bookmarks with the new in colors. I haven't put them together yet, but I'll show you. Let's see. This new butterfly stamp and punch will be available in May in the new catalog, and it punches out 3 butterflies. Here's a picture, and there's the stamp there, so it's 3. So they're all a little bit different shaped, and then the stamp punches out 3 as well. Let's see. And so I was going to make bookmarks. I do this every year, but I do it a little bit different, using what's available. Thought it'd be fun to stamp and punch the butterflies and then punch it out of the cardstock as well. I'm just trying to find, and so the butterflies, there's actually 3 different ones, so I don't know if I'm grabbing the same or different. So the colors, we have the gold, that's the name of it. I'm not really prepared with names, I don't think. I don't know. Oh, here. Here's the card I'm making for an upcoming class. And that's a little funful pop-up. Cute. Anyway, Golden Glow. Uh, so these are new stamp pads too. The In Colors are the new magnetic pads, and they're so easy to open. And I found that if you put this like that side down and then that uh, the magnet sticks really well, so they stay together. It doesn't stick as well that way, so that that defeats the purpose. I stickered them with the stickers on the back, and I put the one inside here with this ink, and then I put the other one on the outside so that I would have, you could always look here and see, oh, Golden Glow. But I thought that looked better, and both of them have then easy to read which stamp pad it is. And just as looking at our old ones, so there the strawberry slush is on the bottom portion. This part had the lip to open it. So I thought putting it in the bottom portion too sort of lined up. Here is a look at the stamp pads. These are a little bit longer, a little bit narrower, but they fit into all of the ink holders that I've seen. These do stick out a little bit more, but like our old pads stuck out too, so I still have some of those. They were a little bit longer than these pads, so I think it'll mix up fine. There's that. All right, so back to the colors. Golden Glow, Crisp Cantaloupe, I believe Peaceful Pine, Barely Blush, and Hydrangea Hue. The hydrangea is probably my favorite, although I love this gold. It's just a yummy warm gold. And then I always love a green. So, and Crisp Cantaloupe is back. I loved it before. I love it now. And the Barely Blush is almost a neutral, such a light pink. So, going off, but that's what's here on my desk. Are those fun little things? If you would like a bookmark, and if you're not in one of my classes, go ahead and post, and I'll be happy to message you and send you one. So just put a little comment in the comments below. Okay. All right. So the new ink. What I was going to post about before the ink came, and what I've been holding off to get my desk clean, is I wanted to go over what I found out with the this new positioner tool. Oops. So I had things kind of set up here for Easter, and Easter is gone, but let me grab, there's some paper. Good thing about having things just at the ready here. Okay. So I took quarter sheet, and I think this is the thick white. Feels thick to me. Anyway, I normally do the other white. So I have it, I marked it just with a little line there to line up my paper. Oops. So that I could do my stamped images. One thing I like about this is that you can put it over and it doesn't touch the paper yet. So you can, first time kind of line it up. So my goal with this was to do these images to fit on the paper, and then also to die cut them. So let's see, the magnets. So one can go up here. Oops, spacing doesn't matter so much with this. And then one down here. Now these magnets are not as strong as the magnets in the Stamparatus. And so I find that I need to kind of put them in a little bit, or the paper will come up with the photopolymer stamps. So you can kind of experiment around with that. I'm going to first do it in Memento, our tried and true, and then I'm going to do it in our hybrid basic black and just see what I notice. So ink all these up. And go ahead and comment if you're watching. I'm not very good at looking at comments, but I will attempt. Okay, so the Memento. And then we go. So push down, and then I just kind of push down on every image. The nice thing with this is if you don't quite get it, you can push down again. So that looks pretty good. I found that inking again puts a lot of ink, so especially with these blacks. So wouldn't necessarily put more ink on it, but you could press down again if you needed to. All right, so I'm going to clean this off. And then a trick that I did with these stamps is I stamped it colored them, and then I laid the die cuts down, and then I taped the die cuts in such a way that it tapes over all of them, at least a portion of them, but it also allows me to, so I've kept these dies just in this shape with this tape since before Easter. And so, you press down, run it through the die cutting machine, and then I can just pop out the pieces uh, and keep this intact. So I thought that was kind of a fun trick. I was not looking forward to doing every single little piece um, time and time again, having to set those dies. So that was kind of a fun little trick that I discovered. All right, so here we'll do the next one. And magnets down. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, the new ink. First time trying it for me. So woven pad. So seems to go on a lot like the Memento so far. These woven pads, I like to kind of go this way and that so that woven image isn't noticeable in the stamped image. This guy looks really inked. Okay, that back together. And do the same thing, push down. Each of them. Lighter. That is lighter. I would have expected it to be a lot darker for the amount of ink that's on these stamps. So I might have to re-ink if you want it as dark. So this is, sometimes you don't, if you're coloring, you might not want it that dark. Sometimes that Memento seems to be like, it's really dark. All right, I'm going to re-ink my stamps. Back and press again. And that gives more color. So, either way. How does this wipe off? And then we'll do a little coloring too. That seems to stain the photopolymer stamps more than the Memento. which isn't really a bad thing. Gives you more of an outline to see what stamps they are, but that's just what I'm thinking. All right, so just put this aside and let's do a little coloring. Let's color some chicks and Dark Daffodil Delight. Oh, and then I notice like here, now that I have more on that, it's a little smeary. So that if you do a darker image, this one's not, you want to make sure that it dries. So it's going to need a little bit more time to dry. So here's the memento, the dark chick. Cute little chick. And that, let's see, that is smearing. Does the memento. Not as much. So I would say be sure and try and color within the lines, which is what you want to do with the blends anyway, because they tend to um, run a little bit, and so you don't have to fill up the whole white, and then it sort of fills in on its own. Oh, what do we have here? Flirty. A little flirty flamingo. Bright flowers. That is smearing. So maybe not do that extra color. Memento is not smearing. So I'm not too happy with that. Don't quite know what to think. Well, let's try. We try some watercoloring. Somewhere. Oh, is there water in here? Not much. Well, a little bit. So, oh, I did notice that if you press in the middle of the pads, the new ones, that you do get ink on the opposite side, which is nice for watercoloring. So I do have a little bit of water in this. I would normally do a gold colored tulip, but why not? They do have yellow, so there you go. So let's just see. trying to smear that. That is not smearing. So let's try the memento. Does that smear? No. And being both water-based, you'd think maybe it would. It's not bad. I don't know if there's a difference with that. Interesting. I'm making a mess of this. So let's try, let's do a carrot. This is Timid Tiger. And both do pretty well for watercolor. You know, looking back, I think I would do this just one, keep it lighter. In fact, why don't we do just that? Another piece of the white. This is the grid paper that comes with the positioner. So the positioner itself is just blank. I like to have some grid paper, and I've been using it like if I am doing, I did one rainbow card, and so I wrote down on the grid paper what colors I used. So then I saved that if I want to do it again. And I did a rainbow of the kittens. So this is the Curious Crew. And this it's one piece going across, and I use the positioner. So I did it going the other direction. And then this piece, right? Oh, yeah, okay. So instead of going on these four or these two corners, there's holes that go into these smaller posts. And so you can line your card or your stamp image in here. You put it down, and then you press, and then you make that one line. And then go the next one, make that. So I made 5 going across, and I had to move the magnets as I went up. Like I kept them here and then I moved them down. So, but that was fun to do. And this one I did all just with the Timid Tiger. So that's a really cute set. It has dogs and birds as well. Okay, so this what happens. Does this happen to you? Like, you know, where's the white piece of paper? And I found it quickly, but a lot of times it's like 5 minutes. Like, oh, where did I put it? I'm just checking again for the magnet placement. I'm not the most adept at this positioner yet. Okay, that looks good. So, oh, and these are all my little scraps over here. Sometimes if I have to make a quick card, I'll just be kind of a challenge. Let's use these scraps and see, making a quick thank you card. And then at some point, I just have to throw them all away. Another demonstrator, Rhonda Wade, I heard her saying, it's just paper. So that sort of, yeah, it's just paper. I can throw out these little pieces. And let's not look too closely because there might be a darling pattern, but sometimes a clean desk is worth it. Okay, so I'm just going to do this once. I'll press down and so that's what like these little pieces over here, like cute, I have to save these. And, a lot of times I do, and then that's just the perfect uh, thing for a thank you. But like I say, if I'm in really desk cleaning mode, it's just paper and it's going to go away. And I keep these little, with the banner sayings, that punches 3 different ones out. So then I'll keep those, and sometimes they get used and sometimes they get cleaned up. All right, so here we go. This is the hybrid black again. Oh, now that, I'm not going to put more ink on it, but I am going, I think, dang it. Okay, so this moved a little bit, but I'm saying I am not adept. So will this go exactly? I don't know. Hopefully with my little markings. Well, I'm not going to add more ink, but those are, I think I didn't ink the edges as much. Okay. I think these magnets need to be just maybe like twice as strong. I really like this handle. So it goes there, and maybe I was, well, thinking maybe I was using them the wrong way, but I don't think so. They need to be a little bit stronger, in my opinion, but I'm gonna work on that, make it work. All right, so let's clean this off so I don't get black everywhere. Just on the chamois, maybe a little on my hands. Okay, so, all right. Okay, off to the side. So this is the hybrid ink again. And it's lighter. So it's not smearing like my double inked one. How that, I have to let it dry for a little bit. So that is okay. I'm going to do the little ducky or chick in the light daffodil. Try the brush end for this part. That light daffodil brush end is dried up. I did buy some extras when we had that sale, and daffodil is one of them that I did. Yay me. Thanks for thinking of it, me. I don't know if that one seemed to be running dry or not. All right, so I hate to smear him, but it's not smearing as much. It's not as bright or dark, but it is a little bit better. I saw someone put little cheeks on all these guys, and it looked super cute. These little pink cheeks and a little pink ear. And the color just kind of blends. It just looks really cute. And Ducky needs a little it's a pumpkin, a little beak. It's not a duck, it's a chick. A duck would have a larger beak. So, there. And I'm going to do light tiger for the carrot. Oh, we are going to try the that's not smearing. So I wonder this, well, it is even smearing a little bit. I see a little bit of black. So, and I would call that dry. That's where I doubled up on the black. So I would keep it lighter, I guess. And keep going to the flirty flamingo. It's a pretty one. So I think I like Memento better with our blends, but you know, this is a possibility, and doing it lighter is better than having a dark image. So that's my thoughts so far on that. And it seemed to do okay uh, with the watercolor. So anyway, a little peek at the basic black, the new hybrid basic black, and then the opening. Not super easy, but now it's like stuck. There, I got it. It's not going to be an easy one. That's going to be one where I'm doing it for my customers, I think. And this, it's not, oh, now that, if I kind of get up onto that ridge and go in, that opens it pretty well. So I think this flat kind of spatula end is going to be my go-to for that. Well, I hope you guys are having fun. This was kind of a unorganized look at a few things, and happy crafting. I'm glad that you joined me. Say hi if you are watching this on replay. And like I said, if you'd like a bookmark with the new in colors, comment and I will get one out to you. All right, have fun.